Hey, welcome back. We are on another rest day today, so something different. I woke up this morning and I went to take my usual meal one picture for the story, and I couldn't take it because the camera's broke. So yesterday I was training legs and my phone was in my pocket and I let the adductor go, and I thought the setting was was too far in, and I thought I'd have to drop it and pull it out, but it was really just my phone stopping it from actually extending out. So I broke the screen protector. My screen was fine. I was like, grand, I got away with it. But yeah, apparently my camera is not working, which is not ideal. So we have taken an unexpected trip to Meadowhall to try and get this sorted. Hopefully it's as easy as them being able to do it in store, and hopefully I do not have to send this away. But let's hope I can get this sorted, but I will fill you in. So I went into Apple and
come on, lad, we haven't gone all day.
Little sliders, lads. Little sliders, lads.
Trying to eat my cream of rice, eh?
Right, so hang on, I know what'll get me going here. Might as well just go. Now I'm ready to go.
Yeah, come on then.
Now. Yeah. So I went into Apple, and honestly, we're in Santa in like half an hour, weren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Appointment in half an hour, and I was like, right, I'd meant to prepare myself to like have like 200 quid spent on this just to prepare. So I was like, right, I'll just mentally prepare myself for it now. I was like, fuck's sake, can I curse? I can't curse.
You're not monetized yet, lad.
But I went in, I got Santa, and he's like, yeah, we can sort this like in the next like 4 hours. It was like grand. So I was like, how much is it going to cost me? He was like, it's free. It's no warranty. So got my phone sorted for free, and I was actually ready in like half an hour. So what a productive day. I'm buzzing.
Chuffed.
So now I have a new camera. Didn't cost me anything, and I'm probably going to go and break it again on the adductor for the third time. Good morning. Okay, so Saturday today, which today it's a rest day for us. It is it's a Saturday. It's on exactly 17 weeks out today. So Saturday is our main check-in day. So that's when I will take kind of my main check-in shots for the week. As we get deeper into this now over the next few weeks, that'll become twice a week, and then 3, 4, 5 times, etc. And then pretty much the last while it's going to be pretty much every day. But for now, it's just once a week. So Saturday is a check-in day for that. So yeah, I'm going to do a run through of where we're currently at, kind of a breakdown, and even what adjustments have been made across this week, because a few adjustments have been made to push things further forward along, fat loss wise, which I am all for. I'm happy with that. So I'll go through them in a bit, but check in first of all, get this boxed off, see how we look. I definitely feel a lot tighter. So yeah, we'll see how it looks. And just with checking pictures, that is first thing in the morning, about 750 mils of water in, but 0 food. So if you're looking to take your checking pictures accurately, a pump, it doesn't tell the full story after the gym. That's when you're going to look your best. So first thing in the morning, when you wake up, after you go to the toilet, before foods, it's going to be your flattest, and it's going to tell the full story. You're not going to look your best, but it's the raw kind of truth of where you're currently at. So I think that's super, super important. And with that as well, you literally can't get any worse than that. So if you look at it and you're not happy, you're like, well, look, it's the worst it can possibly be. So, like I said, with a pump, etc., you're going to look a lot better. And if you can end up looking good when you're at your worst in natural daylight as well, which is unforgiving, you will look good under decent lighting as well. So quick rundown of where we are at 17 weeks out. So that is now 6 weeks into prep. So started out 23 weeks out, 6 weeks in at the moment. There hasn't been many adjustments at all made. At all. There's been a couple of little adjustments, but currently we are down about 13 pounds in the space of 6 weeks. I came off pretty easy. You know, at the moment, steps are at 7,000, no cardio. So obviously from that standpoint, things are pretty straightforward. You know, because recovery's so good at the moment, because obviously cardio's low, steps are low, obviously anabolics are back in as well, and obviously with food still being at a high place too, performance is literally just going from strength to strength at the moment, which for me is the most important thing, because I'm a big believer in performance driving progression. Once I can keep my training at a high standard, at a high level of kind of intensity and keeping that kind of progression moving forwards, you know, I know that's massively going to aid towards my my body fat coming down. Like, I think there's definitely a common theme when you look at people who may train below their potential and people who do really kind of put everything into their sessions and train with that intensity. I think the guys and girls who train with that intensity, number one, there's a different look to their physique in terms of maybe thickness and just kind of density, and then number two, they're usually able to keep performing at that level that they are, that's held that tissue, because they can eat more, because they have more tissue, and because the demand for the food is there. So that's just something to be mindful of. With food at the moment, training day food, calories are just over 4,500, and protein about 350, carbs just over 700, and fats in around 35, and rest day food, calories just under 3,800, protein in around the same, carbs about 485, and fats around 55. So as you can see, food is still in a really good position, and for me, I'm still very full. You know, I'm not hungry whatsoever, so any little drop that's made, I welcome it. You know, and there has been a drop. There was a drop the other day. Today is Saturday, so there was a drop on Thursday. So we actually took 60 grams of carbs pretty much away from training days and rest days. So basically pulled like 25 grams of rice out with 3 different meals. Again, a very easy adjustment to make, and straight away that pulled down carbs. And straight away there's been a nice little drop off in body weight and improvement in the look today for sure. That's only after a couple of days. So I think by the end of this week, by kind of 16 weeks out, I think we'll be in a really good spot. I think we'll see another big shift forwards. So weight sitting around 283, 100, just over 128 kilo for anyone who does kilos. So I reckon by next week I'll be down in around 127, which will be around 280. So I think that'll be perfect. That leaves me at kind of 16 weeks out. So I reckon we'll be able to run this setup for, you know, the next week, just over a week I reckon, before we have to look at any adjustments. To be honest, we may even get away with longer than that, because I do think this drop will really see a big jump forward. So again, when there's a drop in food, when there's manipulations to, you know, a diet and phase, I think it's important to let them adjustments kind of run their course before you have to jump in and make more. And that's what we've done so far. I think we've had maybe two small adjustments over the course of 6 weeks, and you know, that's 13 pounds down just from them 2 small adjustments. So, but it's strange at the moment. You know, I don't necessarily feel like I'm in prep. You know, I have a lot of clients competing over this year as well. So I have a few clients competing over the next month, and then towards the back end of the year, I have a lot of clients competing as well. So that's obviously a lot different to last time I prepped too, where I didn't have clients competing. So I think being invested in their journeys as well, you know, allows me to kind of take my mind off my journey and kind of stressing about kind of my journey, etc. I just take the boxes, get it done, and then I have obviously, I'm living through them in terms of like their progression and kind of making their adjustments, etc. as well. So it's different. It's a different perspective from last time, because last prep I was working, you know, 8 to 10 hours a day on the gym floor as a one-to-one PT. So it's a lot different. So this time, you know, overall kind of fatigue is going to be lower due to kind of like less like expenditure and being on my feet all day every day, and I'm going to have much more control in terms of my training times, my meal times, you know, control of my whole day basically. So that's where we're at 17 weeks out. It's pretty straightforward, you know, eating, training, any adjustments that are made, implementing them, and just enjoying the process. I'm really loving it at the moment, and like I said, I think I'm so obsessed with going to the gym every day and just kind of really enjoying it and progressing that I nearly forget that I'm on stage, you know, in 17 weeks. So it's a good place to be in. I feel no pressure, no stress. You know, there's no expectations for this season in terms of like what people think, etc. Because it's been 4 years away. My first outing as not a junior bodybuilder. I know the changes are already night and day from last time. That's all that matters. That's all I can do. So I think it's very important during prep to keep that stress as low as you possibly can and managing that stress as much as you can and not having unnecessary stressors that you don't need to be, you know. So worrying about, you know, what you're going to look like, worrying about people you're competing against, all this, you know, it's completely normal to feel like this, but just trying to kind of think logical and just try and take that stress load down a little bit, because realistically, you know, once you are doing what you need to do on a day-to-day basis, you know, and doing everything you possibly can and following things to a T, what more can you do? It is what it is, you know. So once I keep doing that, once I keep enjoying the process, you know, things will play out as they should. So I keep you updated in terms of what adjustments I made, etc., what way we're approaching things. Again, on the Uform app, which I have a link to in the description of this, I go through everything, you know, check-ins every week, exact food plan, training, like any cardio adjustments, even PEDs as well. I am very transparent on there, so please do sign up. It's completely free and take a look if you want to know more. But yeah, current position, and yeah, ready to push on.